think some of us need to hear this today with the current state of the world. Have you ever heard the phrase, life isn't a sprint, it's a marathon? Well, I think it's actually more of a Spartan race. Do you know what those are? Their races can be at different lengths, but the key is you go through different obstacles along the way, like a mud crawl, a monkey bar, carrying jugs of water uphill, because that makes sense. That to me speaks closer to what life is. With a regular race, I feel I'm only tracking distance. Maybe I'm monitoring uphill or downhill changes, but with a Spartan, I'm also nervously turning corners, wondering what's up ahead. And with each bizarre obstacle, I'm either saying to myself, oh, this doesn't look too bad, or seriously, you're asking me to do this after you just asked me to do that? The Spartan was started by Joe Descent, inspired by ancient Spartan warriors, with the idea of pushing people to test their physical and mental endurance. Along the way, it also encourages participants to revel in the camaraderie and teamwork it inspires. I remember once, the end of the race consisted of three giant, inflated cylindrical rods, think big maple bar donuts, that were at least 15 to 20 feet high that we had to climb over to get to the finish line. I'm less than 5 feet, so picture me slimy from mud, exhausted from getting through 80% of the race. I almost gave up and walked around those things to crawl over the finish line. But there were people waiting on top of the first rod screaming, hold on! Immediately they formed a human rope along the side of the first rod. A hand stretched out to me. I grabbed it and with assistance made it to the top. I thanked everyone and they said, keep going, you got this. Invigorated, I slid down the backside of the first rod, ran to the next, and leaned into the collective help on the last two rods. I can't tell you how moving it was to see random strangers without hesitation pull together to help me get through what seemed an impossible feat. Yeah, I went through a lot of the obstacles on my own. Yeah, I prefer self-reliance, hopeless Gen X-er. But life has a way of showing you, doesn't it? When the obstacle comes that pushes you out of your independent comfort zone and maybe makes you want to quit, no help is there. You just have to listen and take it. Yes, in the midst of a lot of bad stuff, we forget there are good people out there and you're not alone. So tell me, have you come across what seemed an impossible obstacle? Did you quit? Did you look for help and were you open to taking it? How did it feel getting to the other side?